Word up, mic check. Fullblast Radio.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Back in the building, Fullblast Radio. Monday, hip hop and comics. This is how we do every Monday, 6:30. Talk about what's going on in the animated world, the comic world, and hip hop, and we mesh it all together. Shout out to my brother Reno, Sixth Element in the building, and my man Stu Dog. What's good?
All right. How's it going?
Man, I'm chilling. You know, just coming off another Sunday of beautiful New York football. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. But shout out to the tribe. I see everybody in the building. Cream, what's good? Slick Nick, Mick Takala, Demario, Diamond, Mr. Soul. Slick Nick said, come on, son. Yo, they gave, real quick before we start, they gave the Jets a 19.5 points in the spread, and the Chiefs still covered. That shows you how bad the Jets are. So it's a little tidbit on how much they suck.
Listen, man, if you're a true fan, you gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah, you're right. Because I saw people talking about they ain't gonna be Patriots fans no more after the season because of how bad they are. Like, look at these bandwagon ass fans, bro.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be real. We knew that was coming.
Yeah.
We knew soon as Brady left.
Yeah.
And Belichick stopped cheating. We knew there was. We knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I don't see Patriots hats no more.
Nah.
No, I don't see them no more.
Crazy.
But, you know, I guess that what they said with the Astros when they got caught, the one guy, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Just got caught. Yeah, just got caught at the end of the year filming the Brown sidelines and then signal call.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know why they filming the Browns, but you know, yeah, cheating is cheating, right?
Yeah.
But yo, I wanna Reno, I know we want to get into this the Mandalorian season 2.
Oh yes.
We had a private little watch party that we had to kind of finagle because my computer wasn't acting right, but we would definitely want to talk about the dope ending of that episode. So Reno, take it away, brother.
We had in the ending we had that beautiful Easter egg we saw. Well, it wasn't an Easter egg, actually. It was just straight up Boba Fett is here.
Yeah.
Last scene, Boba Fett turned around with the scars, and like everybody going crazy over that because we've been waiting for Boba Fett. Two things real Star Wars fans have been waiting for in the Mandalorian. That's Ahsoka Tano and Boba Fett.
Yeah. And unlike
Ahsoka Tano,
and unlike what they did in the Rise of Skywalker BS when they brought the Emperor back, like you can tell they just threw that in there for like a force, like they just wanted to this was just so natural, like because they were showing Boba Fett's old costume the whole episode, figuring he found it, because it was he found it because it was a dead body, whatever. But then at the end when they shock you, like, oh nah, he's still here, like, oh shoot. So that was dope.
And they got your boy said the actor who was the guy wearing it, that's Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah.
And he's always playing some type of marshal or something like that.
Yeah, I noticed his face. Yeah, I noticed that dude.
He known for being like the marshal and like everything, but he said he bought it off the Jawas. So those are some little guys with the hoodies that just run around, all used to glowing eyes, right?
Yeah.
They scavenge stuff. So that means they found it in the sand probably. And I'm trying to figure out when exactly this takes place. Because I keep hearing different stuff. I know it takes place somewhere during the time of the originals, but...
What takes place? What do you mean?
The show The Mandalorian, where it takes place...
It takes place right after... No, it takes place right after the end of the Jedi. They said 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Right. But right before...
That means Boba Fett... When we saw Boba Fett die.
No,
in the movie.
No, he fell in the. Remember, he
went in the worm.
He went in the pit.
Right.
Yeah.
He fell in the Sarlacc monster. He fell in the pit.
Right.
Yeah.
But they explained to you in the comics that it digested food real slow. So he could have got out, but we just don't know how.
And remember, the Mandalorian went in there to blow it up. He had that shield.
Yes.
Right. So when he came out of it, remember he came out of it, he didn't have the answer with it because he had that shield. So Boba, he might have had the same thing.
Yeah,
well, here's the interesting thing about that. Boba Fett. Well, first of all, that's a crate dragon. What Mandalorian went into.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sarlacc. Yeah. That's what the Boba Fett went into. But
yeah,
what I was gonna say about that is Boba Fett's armor is not. He's not a Mandalorian. Boba Fett is not a Mandalorian.
No,
he's a clone. Right, and Jango Fett was not even a Mandalorian. He was actually a bounty hunter, and he crafted his armor out of Durasteel. Right, but Mandalorians use Beskar.
Yeah.
Which is mined from their planet. And they got to go through, to get that armor. And Boba Fett's it's a copy of Mandalorian armor.
Yeah,
it's made of a
because he don't abide by the rituals and none of that. Like he's like a black sheep. Like he on his own doing.
He's a bounty hunter. Yeah, he because you remember Jango Fett, Mace Windu cut his head off.
Yeah,
killed him while Boba Fett was still a kid. But all he had learned up to that point was how to be a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
He didn't learn no Mandalorian, nothing. So even if he would have been, even if Jango was a Mandalorian, he'd have time to get none of that from him. Mm-hmm. And he didn't, rock with the Mandalorians at all after that. He just went off and was a bounty hunter. Even as a kid, he was a bounty hunter. Like he started young, and Boba Fett, followed his dad's footsteps as far as the bounty hunter. Because Jango was like the dopest bounty hunter, in the universe, and then that Boba Fett kind of took that place.
Yeah.
But yeah, not actual Mandalorians and not actually Beskar steel. Now, the Mandalorian came in and he claimed that armor from the Marshal dude because it's only supposed to be possessed by Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So when he saw him with it, he's like, hand it over.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they got into the deal of him killing the crate dragon with him. But
yeah,
I don't think he knows yet that that's not Mandalorian armor, or you know what I mean, that the guy that had it wasn't a Mandalorian.
What a Mandalorian, yeah.
I hope that they're not going to retcon all that and try to say that Boba Fett is a Mandalorian or just like erase all that. I hope they're not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think they will. I think they're going to take it to, now they're going to bring into who Boba Fett really was, because that's why there's so many fans of this dude, because he was so ill in the movie. Then it's like, damn, now he's dead. So you didn't even get to get any type of backstory on who Boba Fett really was. You just knew he was a bounty hunter and he was murking people, and you know what I mean? And he worked with the Empire. So now I think they can go into it, create a whole new, you know what I mean? So this, like you said, the Star Wars fans is amped behind this.
Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. Like I hope what they do is Boba Fett like see some of his younger days, like some of the stuff he did, coming up as a, kind of like maybe some flashbacks or something like that, when he has to kind of explain who he really is and why he has this armor.
Mm-hmm.
We might get something there. It's a lot of speculation, but yeah, that's an exciting thing that they added. And we just waiting to see Ahsoka now, because I think it's confirmed that she's gonna be in this season.
Yeah,
it was confirmed. Yeah,
it was confirmed. Okay.
And they were looking at Rosario Dawson to play her.
Oh, okay.
And Rosario did it, put a statement out saying that she asked for the role, and I think she got it. That might be who plays that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, however it is, yeah, they, it's done. So I guess we just gonna get to see who it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned the stuff that the acid that the dragon was spitting.
Yeah, that was crazy.
When the Mandalorian came out, he kind of was covered in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so they're sticking to the fact that acid is only really supposed to break down organic material, right? It's not supposed to be able to break down even like cloth. Like, it got to be an organic material, or otherwise it's not going to melt it. So that's why it didn't hurt him. But the Sand people are covered head to toe, and they were getting melted, right away. So I'm not sure, like,
yeah, that's
why it melted them and not him.
Was it? Is it?
She's got armor, but it's not covering him everywhere. You know.
You know what? My lady said that too. Yeah.
Well, quick question is that all right? So that monster, because remember they said it was a sarlacc that swallowed.
Nah, they said it was. They said it lived in a sarlacc pit.
Right, lived in a sarlacc
pit. Yeah.
So it was right. So it would be different than a sarlacc, because a sarlacc.
Well, they called it what it was, the crate dragon.
Yeah.
He said we need help killing the crate dragon, and so he did say the word crate dragon, and the crate dragons is like heavy in like the comics and the books and stuff, and like Count Dooku from the prequels. He killed one bare hand, or single handed or whatever.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, and that when they exploded him, and the Sand People was digging in his guts, they were looking for the pearl. The crate dragons got a pearl in them that they helped.
Oh, that's why they pulled that out, right?
Yeah, they always talk about the pearl. Yeah, they always talk about the pearl. Yeah, they always talk about the pearl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was cool, man. They really. I'm loving that they're going into all this, what they call it, the extended universe.
Yeah.
It's like that's the cool stuff to me. Not just the movies. I like the stuff that the backstories and all the.
Yeah, because how you gonna keep remaking the same story over and over? You know what I mean? You gotta keep it fresh.
That's what they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
These new movies, they're just like remakes of the original movie.
Yeah.
Like the whole plot, everything.
The plot line,
like the same
every
story again.
Yeah, just using
and
different
it's cool,
characters.
like history repeating itself. But there's so much that they could have done, and they changing Ben Solo to Kylo Ben Kenobi. His name was different in the books, and he was a different character in the book.
Oh, Ben Solo?
They changed. Oh yeah. I mean Han Solo and Luke and Leia's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Solo.
Oh, so he wasn't Kylo Ren in the books?
Nah.
No, not at the beginning, no. Yeah.
Oh,
he became like that. Yeah, he was like a Jedi.
Another interesting tidbit about Kylo Ren is he was never really a Sith Lord. Snoke never gave him the okay to be a Sith.
Mm-hmm.
He was always just Kylo Ren. Like when you're a Sith, you always have a Darth in front of your name.
Yeah.
Darth Vader, Darth Sidious.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but he never gave him the Darth. He never gave him the Darth apprenticeship. So
he never finished his training.
Yeah, he just trained. Yeah, he never was a Sith Lord.
So he's basically a poor man's Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Darth Tyrannus. What? Yeah, Darth Tyrannus and all of them. Yeah, he was never a Sith. He never knighted in the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Count Dooku, that's Darth Tyrannus.
Yeah. That I'm sorry, that last trilogy was so disappointing to me. It really was, bro. Especially when Luke was about to fight him.
Like it so much.
Luke was about to fight him, and then he wasn't really there. He was projecting himself. When she was shooting, and all of a sudden he was standing, I was like, oh, shoot. Like, it didn't even hit him. I was like, and then he disappeared. I'm like, yo, this thing wasn't even there. I was like, oh, this is whack, man.
Well, that was for the Star Wars nerds, because, you could do a force projectile.
I know, but I just wanted to see the ill fight. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just like when
I would have rather much seen it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, too, because, like, that force projection, that's a dope power. It was cool to see him do that, but
especially projecting it from where he was at.
Yeah, like out of body,
Mm-hmm.
Like, but Mark Hamill that played Luke Skywalker, he was pissed, and so was I that these new movies weren't his story. It should just be about old man Luke and what he's got going, like what happens in his life next.
Yeah.
That's what these movies should have been.
The Rise of Skywalker. I'm like, he's not even in the movie.
We can rock an old man Luke. Like, that's cool. Like, we grew up. Let the movies grow up.
Yeah.
Just try to remake kids like a kid. Yeah, Disney.
Here's a little tidbit of why that happened. They said that, I think it was the second movie had a different director than the third movie. And they had a whole plot that they were supposed to follow. But the director of the second movie, he went off track. He was like, I'm going to do this. But then when the movie came out, he did something totally different. Like, he wasn't supposed to kill Snoke.
Everything.
Yeah, he changed everything. Snoke wasn't supposed to die. We weren't even supposed to find out who Snoke was until the third movie. And,
wow.
Yeah, he revealed who Snoke was. He killed Snoke. told a lot of stuff that wasn't supposed to be told until the third movie.
Corny. So corny.
They had to run with it. Yeah, they had to run with it.
That's like if the Rise of Skywalker, that's like the Logan movie, and the movie was about Iceman. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even about old man Logan. They was on Iceman the whole time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how stupid that was. Like, it's supposed to have been about Luke the whole. Crazy, bro.
And that's what it was about, right?
Yeah, because Ray's
I didn't even know she was. That threw me for a loop. She was Palpatine's granddaughter. I was like,
I ain't gonna lie though, I love what the because the original director J.J. Abrams got the movie back for the last one, and he had to spend a lot of that movie either fixing or trying to go along with what Rian Johnson changed and messed up in the second movie.
Yeah,
right. But bro, I love the fact that they did some when they had the Sith Temple and Sith Wayfinder and
the
bringing Emperor back. When he pulled out the Sith Wayfinder, I'm like holocrons, and they call it a Sith Wayfinder. I was like, what?
Man. Yeah, I tripped out over that too. I was like, yo, look at this.
Yeah, it was cool as shit though. Like when he when the Emperor raised up all them the whole fleet. Because remember Yoda, he raised Luke's little ship out of the water.
Word, just one of the X-Wing fighters.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah.
The whole fleet of aircraft carriers about. Yeah,
that was crazy. Dope. Do y'all play the I'll be playing the I got the Battlefront game for PS4.
Yeah.
I like that joint, bro.
Oh yeah.
Because you can be a TIE fighter. You can do, you know what I mean? Like, they let you be so interactive with different. You ain't just, shooting or you had the lightsaber. Like, you could, be in space. You could be, in the walker. Like, I just like it. It's dope.
That was good.
Yeah. Dope.
They even got the plug-in lightsabers on that too.
Huh?
They got the plug-in lightsabers on that too.
Oh yeah, the ones with the plug on.
Oh yeah. The one Reno had, yeah.
Like Reno had the plug-in.
Word. First lady, what's good?
No, that wasn't part of the costume. I just saw it sitting there, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, you can add that to it. Yeah. Y'all want to show y'all this?
It looked dope in the dark, man. The way it was lighting up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, so I want to show everyone and show.
That for Comic-Con. What happened?
I want to show everyone this system that the creators of the Mandalorian uses. It's called Stagecraft technology.
The virtual set.
Yeah, it's dope because it's let me see. I'm gonna read this from CBR.com. It says the technology allows the filmmakers to shoot majority of the series indoors on a single sound stage, and although the technology has been partially utilized in big budget productions, this was one of the first to shoot almost entirely using stagecraft. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like. So that's the stage.
Word.
You can see it. So it's what they use is the system is made up an entire LED display. Utilizes game engine technology to shift the background display in real time to match the camera action. The LEDs are so powerful that they're both able to light the actors and create a background environment around them for reference and interaction. This simplifies light setups and allows the actors to use the display to inform their performance. They're going to use this display in the Batman and also the upcoming Thor Love and Thunder. So that should be dope.
That should be real dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those sets, I mean, even though they're virtual, they look pretty real to me.
Yeah, it looks like they really out there in the desert. Like, yeah, man, it's official.
Technology is amazing what they've done since the first Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, because remember they had the stop motion animatronics in the first one.
But them guys that did the first Star Wars movie, they built a company based off just what they did with them movies.
With them,
ILM, and they work in all the movies, like all the special effects, like
because of the Star Wars, right?
That team. Yeah,
that's dope.
You know what? They were using that technology a long time. You know, I'm a big Star Trek fan.
Okay.
And, I'm a Trekkie, so I was reading a couple weeks ago that they were at, like, even the Enterprise was like a model up until like the late 90s.
Oh.
And that's when they started using the CG. And, you know, I think Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise, they were all CGs, but Star Trek The Next Generation, I think up until like the fifth or sixth season, they said they were still using models.
Oh, look fake. Like, it still looked good for what they had special effects used for, you know what I mean? But it was just funny showing the behind the scenes, showing somebody holding the toy, like moving it.
Yeah, I missed that way of special effects, man.
Yeah.
I missed the real special effects, you know, the solid stuff. That all the CGI is cool, and some, I like when they mix it though. That's when they mix, you know, live special effects, creatures or whatever with CGI. You know, CGI is good for some things, but it ain't good for everything.
Nah, it ain't.
I don't want it to look
like that first Hulk movie.
Right.
Oh my God, that was the worst, bro. I'm like, this look like a cartoon character in a real film. Like, man, that was horrible. Eric Bana.
He was also kind of disproportionate if you really look at him. He moved real stiff.
Yeah, that was crazy. He had crazy ass Nick Nolte in it. His father was nuts. Word.
Yeah,
I was like
how they tried to.
Yeah, he's supposed to be absorbing.
All I like is how he tried to make it like a comic book.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like how they tried to do the panels and all that. I like how they tried to do it like a comic book, but that was the only cool thing about it.
I was like, I get this.
I thought that was dope. Yeah, I thought that was dope. I just didn't like. I still like the way they made the Hulk, and then Absorbing Man. I didn't like the way Absorbing Man. First of all, Absorbing Man ain't his dad. It was never his father.
No, that's all. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he wasn't even his dad. And then he, you know, he fought him, and then I was like, what is
Scarlet Witch is his aunt. Like, what y'all doing? Y'all just changing the story up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yo, I know you wanted to really touch on a lot of DC because I know, you know, we be heavy Marvel because, you know, we Marvel stans. I admit it. You know what I mean? But like I said before, I do love the DC. Okay, that's dope.
They'll down with Marvel too. Even the inside is marveled out.
No doubt.
I'm down with Marvel too.
I like the DC. Like I said, the shows, the animated ones are so dope. I can't wait for Red Hood. That's why I put the Red Hood picture up. Jason Todd, because he's already a little loony in the Titans, and now he's gonna be Red Hood in season 3, and it debuts on. It's gonna be shown on HBO Max. I got AT&T, so HBO Max is free, but I'm sure you can, if you ain't got, you know, HBO Max, I'm sure it's gonna be on those apps that be getting the free service, so you'll be able to watch it. But I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I don't have HBO Max, but I will be watching.
No doubt. Watch party, you already know. Yeah, you already know when it come out.
My technical difficulties happened, and I missed what you were talking about.
Oh, I just brought up with the Red Hood that they're gonna debut with season 3 of the Titans on HBO Max. I don't know when. They said it was supposed to already debut, but because of the COVID, it got pushed. So I actually have the article pulled up. Season 3 update. Sometime in 2021. So maybe January. But I got a picture of what he looks like. This is actually him. He was actually the dude, I think the dude that plays him, he was him for Halloween. This the actual suit right here. That look pretty dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Yeah,
that's tight.
Definitely looking forward to see how they do that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I sent Reno a picture of speaking of DC, for all the fans out there, Wonder Woman.
Oh.
Like Wonder Woman.
1984, right?
We're getting a Black Wonder Woman 2021.
What's the date on that one?
They didn't say. It's just January. You know, it's January.
Oh.
So we don't know. Yeah, January 2021. We're gonna get. DC's doing a line called the Future State event. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna do different. I don't know, monthly or whatever. They're gonna do different book, and they're gonna because DC likes to remix their characters.
And a lot.
The one thing DC does, I mean, and I love Marvel, but DC, they're kind of more diverse when it comes to the heroes. You had the whole Dakotaverse, Milestone Media. They absorbed the whole Milestone Media group, which was a bunch of black artists that made their own superheroes. You had Icon, Static, Hardware, the Syndicate. You had all of that. And, Marvel absorbed all of them into their universe. And Icon was like, he was just their version of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? You had him. And then, you had Calvin Ellis, which was the black Superman from Earth 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is supposed to be a play on Barack Obama.
Oh,
but
wow.
He also had, instead of Brainiac, Superman and Brainiac go at it. Well, he had Brainiac as a supercomputer in the White House. Nobody really knew about it, and Brainiac would cover for him when he would go off and, do Adventures of Superman. He would put up a hologram and pretend to be Calvin, President of the United States.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he would.
They should do an animated series of that, bro. Like different, like how Marvel's gonna do the What If.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
I can't wait for What If, man. My favorite What If was what if Gwen Stacy would have lived instead of died?
I don't know if I saw that one, read that one.
Yeah. I had the comic when I was a kid. I wish I still had it. It was dope. It was, instead of her dying like she did in the movie, because no matter what Spider-Man did, no matter what future he went to, no matter what time, what other, Marvel, because Marvel has different universes, no matter what, she always died. So they did a What If that she lived.
Yeah.
And it was just bad news for Spider-Man. She lived, and everybody knew who he was, and he was a fugitive for the rest of his life on the run.
Because she stayed alive? Wow.
Yeah, he saved her. Like, he actually saved her. She lived, and then he killed the Green Goblin, and it was in the reverse. And he was a fugitive for the rest of his life. Then everybody knew who he was. They knew he was Peter Parker. And, Spider-Man's real anal about his identity. He doesn't want anything.
That's the big.
Anal about that.
See, she was a Karen and no one knew. See, she got Spider-Man jammed up. That's why she had to die.
Yeah, but the Wonder Woman, she's gonna be a true she's gonna be from Brazil, a Brazilian Amazon,
right?
Instead of from Themyscira.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I sent Reno some pictures of her. I sent Reno some pictures of the new costume and everything.
Okay.
I liked it. It was dope. And she's gonna be I think the authors are two female authors, Alita Martinez and L.L. McKinney. They're gonna be, doing Immortal Wonder Woman's 1 and 2. And we're only gonna get 2 issues, I guess. But they're gonna be like graphic novels, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna be pretty big, like pretty much like the last. I don't know if any of y'all read The Last Ronin. Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah.
The Last Ronin.
Oh no, I'm not up on that.
No, that's the new Mutant Ninja Turtle, Last Ronin.
Yeah, I just saw a little video about it. I ain't seen it yet though.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who didn't see it. Yeah, I mean.
I never read any Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles was always, corny because, when they started doing all the different colored bandanas and the cartoons and all that, I just thought it was like in the movies they always seemed so corny. But I didn't know that the comic, like when they first came out, they're from comics and they all had red bandanas and they were cool as hell. Like it was dark and like, you know what I mean? Serious. Like it was dope. The comics were dope, but I never I didn't know because of all the other the other stuff that I knew about them. I didn't look into it, but yeah, I want to check that out. That last Ronin looks dope. He got the all black bandana.
Yeah.
He the turtle with the black. Yeah.
Straight up black. Yeah, it's going straight up black, and he by himself. So he just, he has no master. So he's a Ronin, but he I don't want to spoil it. Now I don't know if there's nobody ready to it or not. Somebody got it, but like I ain't read it, so I ain't gonna spoil it, man. We can talk about it next week or something.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but they DC does a lot of Elseworld sort of thing. Like you got the Crisis on Infinite Earth, but on those Earths, there's different versions of those characters. Like what I mean? So you'll have a black Batman, you have a black Robin. They're doing Wonder Woman, Superman. The one with Superman is dope. That's
Green Lantern.
Yeah, Green Lantern. We got Green Lanterns from all over. John Stewart. You know what I mean? But they, when they absorbed the Milestone, if anybody out there that's interested in Milestone, DC just digitized the whole collection. So you can actually buy the digital comics. Yeah, and read them or download them from. Reno, you mentioned something where, you can download them from wherever. You go on Reno's channel, 6 Element of Hip Hop. He explains to you how to get digital comics and where you can get them from. But DC just check out his video on that. It's real informative, real dope. Shows you how to store your comics, keep your comics nice and neat, pressed and folded. So you don't have any hiccups later on in life. And if you can just keep them, you keep them good.
That's right.
In good condition. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's real informative for those who just collect them and throw them on just throw them in the wayside when they're done. You know what I mean? But he goes through all of that. It's a real good video. So everybody, you get a chance, check it out. Pass it on to your friends. Let them know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Man. Yeah, because I pretty much I just tell the stuff that I would have wanted to know. Like I was kind of intimidated. I just thought I couldn't really get into comics because it's so much. Like it's daunting it's so much. Like there's a lot, and you think like, for me anyway, like I go in a comic store and I'm like, man, I don't want to buy like one of these. Like I want all this stuff, but you can't just get it all. But it's ways to get into it, and you stack up a collection real fast. Everything I got, I think I started in 2018, and I just have it. Just got it over the last couple years.
Yeah. Speaking of DC, I want to show you guys a little gem I got. Ooh yeah.
Ooh, what's that?
Yes sir.
Year by year.
Yes, sir. The history of DC Comics.
What is that? A hardcover?
Oh, yeah. That blew the dust off. That blew the dust off the head.
Oh wow. Oh, official. Oh man, I can imagine reading that.
Yeah, it actually goes through, the history of DC Comics. Like you said, year by year. Shows you all the different comics, who came out when, first appearance of who and what comic, things of that nature.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is
Where'd you get that book off of? Amazon?
No, actually, it's gonna sound weird. Disney World.
Disney?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
At Disney World in Orlando.
Yeah, got it. A guy I work with, he got it.
Griffith.
Yeah, he bought it, but then he gave it to his son. But he said every time he came around, he said, my son, it was just thrown all over. He said, we paid a lot of money for it. So he gave it to me. He was like, look, man, I know you into this stuff. And he said, it's a gift. He gave it to me. He said, Merry Christmas.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I went through the whole thing, but it's, going through it, it's a lot. 75 years worth of DC history. So, you got
that look official.
Yeah,
that illustrated.
Yeah, that was real attack. Yeah. There's some more here. You should know this one.
What's that, Watchmen?
Yes, sir. Zero.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that Watchmen TV show they did.
Yeah, see, they can go year by year. 1987.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the Watchmen movie was dope.
You like the movie?
Yeah, I liked the movie. I thought the movie was on point.
The Watchmen, right?
Had you read them?
I like
read Watchmen before that.
I read the graphic novel. I never read the individual comic. But
I had no idea what was going on when I watched that movie. I didn't know it was a DC thing. I didn't know it was there was comics. It was mad confusing. I'm like, man, what is this? Like, what the hell is going on?
It's basically Earth 1, right? Which is our Earth, and things just unfolded just slightly a little bit different than it normally would, and you had superheroes. So it's kind of based in reality, but with the superheroes. So, you know, they were around during Vietnam. Like, you see them in the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
They show different stuff. And they show Nixon. And they actually worked for the president. Like, they worked for the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Dr. Manhattan, he did his little experiments, and then he became what he became. And you had Osmodian. You know, he had superpowers. The Joker. But it's real dark, though, man. Like, what's his name? The comedian... That's a joke. I'm sorry. The comedian.
Yeah, comedian.
He raped Silk. Was it Silk Spectre with the girl?
Yeah.
Silk?
Damn.
Yeah.
In the comics, he raped her. She had a baby, and it was just the daughter became, you know, the superhero part 2, the Silk Spectre 2, and all that. And there was, you know, the comedian was a real douche, sort of like Homelander. Like Homelander's a real douchebag. If you ever read the Boys comic. Right.
That's what I was just gonna say. It kind of reminds me of the Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude in the show is a douchebag for real.
Well, and you know
what?
Real
asshole.
I wanted to see how they was really gonna handle that when what was the girl Starbright when she went in there, whatever her name was, and what was the guy, the Aquaman guy? What was his name? When he sexually assaulted her in the original comic, all 3 of them sexually assaulted her. Homelander, the Aquaman guy, and the Speed dude.
Damn.
They're all 3 of them. Yeah, she goes in.
Who is writing this comic? This dude is nuts. Get that dude under observation.
She goes in there for the interview, and Homelander's like, yo, you gotta take one for the team. With the team. So, and they run a train on her. Yeah, they run a train on her.
Wow.
And they, you know, basically they like, welcome to the job, baby. They step off after that. Yeah.
R. Kelly's in comic books too.
Yeah. Eventually she gets what they don't tell you in the Boys thing is she becomes more powerful. Because as of right now, Homelander is the most powerful one out of all the superheroes in the world.
Yeah.
He's like
the Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like the most powerful. But they even did the scene with the jet. Remember they won the jet and they went to get the terrorists and he used his heat vision. And he killed the pilot and all them by accident trying to get the terrorists. Well, they did that part in the comic too.
Oh yeah, where he just let the plane crash and everyone die.
Right.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
And the one chick,
in the show, they got that villain chick that they just brought in the show. She got lightning.
Yeah.
In the comics, it's a dude, and he's way more dark.
Yeah.
Like they made it thick for the show, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because even
that was like
remember Lock and Key? Lock and Key was also a comic.
Yeah, that was on Netflix, I think.
I got a bunch of those Lock and Key books. Yeah, I got a few of those.
I didn't watch that.
That was a dark comic too. They don't tell you in the beginning. You know the boy that killed the kid's parents. The Locks. He killed the father Lock. And they don't tell you that in the beginning of that comic, he raped the mom. He raped the mom and killed the father. And the kids came home. Yeah, there they go right there. Yeah. They don't. I was wondering how they were going to handle that in the Netflix series. And I'm like, well, how are they going to handle, because in the comic, the boy goes in there. Not only do he go in there and kill the father, but he rapes the mother. And the kids kind of walk in on him doing it.
Well, the Netflix special, it looks more like it's not like not kiddish, but it's not, it ain't dark like that. That's what I'm saying. Like kids can watch it, I think.
That's kind of how the comic is too, though. The graphic novel, it's dark, but it's in a kind of, I don't want to say kiddish either, but I don't know.
Kareem said like Harry Potterish.
Yeah, it's meant to be, I guess, creepy. I don't know. It's Stephen King's son that wrote it.
Yeah, his son wrote it. Yeah, but it's real dark.
Joe Hill.
Yeah, it's real dark because in the comic it starts off just like the series. Kids in there, he got the parents at gunpoint, the whole 9 yards, and he rapes the mom, kills the dad when the kids try to overtake him and all that, and they move to the father's childhood home after that. It's real dark, man. Like that part right there, but they left that part out. The raping of the mom.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, she was kind of when the boy came back later on in the comics, she was still traumatized by that.
Mm-hmm.
And they wound up killing. They don't kill him. They trick him into going out the door when he turned into a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just leave him. Yeah, and he stays a ghost. He doesn't know how to get back. Man. So they trick him into that.
DeMarrow said even women ain't safe in comics. it's crazy. That's because men are writing them. Crazy ass dudes, man.
Yeah.
That's wild.
There's like 3 keys that they don't talk about in that series. You got the giant key. There's a key that turns them into a giant, and you step out of the house. Like the house opens up and you come out. You're like 50 feet tall.
Mm.
So for those who don't know, it's about they find all these keys, and a different key when they unlock the door.
It does
go through it. Like either they'll go back in time or they'll become a ghost or whatever happens when they use a certain key on whatever door.
Yeah, I only watched like the first, I think the first episode. Then I don't know. I guess it just didn't grab me. I guess because I kind of thought it was kind of, more kiddish kind of. I guess I don't know. I always look for certain stuff when I look at movies.
I felt the same way. I probably only watched a few episodes, and then I was out somewhere and I saw them graphic novels. I'm a Stephen King fan, so I was like, maybe the books are better than the show.
Which usually are.
So, but I didn't really get into them either that much.
Yeah.
I just bought them because it's Stephen King's son, and I thought, okay, cool, he made something that might be dope. So I checked it out, but it's not his book. What I hoped for.
Yeah, I just found this Black Panther comic. It sold for $10,000 at an auction because Chadwick signed it.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Black Panther #1. Stan Lee and him on the front cover. Yeah, man. So he will be missed.
You see that? That's that CGC grading right there. So it's got that capsule, that plastic capsule.
Yeah.
And a 9.8.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna sell comics, if you wanna be able to resell your comic and get some money for them, pretty much now in the market, in the comic, world, you have to get them CGC. You have to send them off and get them graded.
Hey, I heard Metro in the chat said anyone watching Hellstrom. I heard Hellstrom is like the what was that other trash show, the Inhumans. When I saw that, I was like, I ain't watching it. Yeah. So he said it was okay. So is it better than the Inhumans? Please tell me that, bro. Because that Inhumans, I didn't even watch the finale just to see what happened. Because it don't matter. I mean, that's how bad it was.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It was bad.
He said it's better, so I'll take a look then. But it's connections with the Ghost Rider with that, right? Hellstrom, he's the son of the devil or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll check it out. Now that he said it's better, I'll look at it. Cause damn.
Yeah, I saw it on there, and I didn't think I didn't make the connection that it had to do with any Marvel character or anything like that. I just thought it was a weird show. It's supposed to be about
Hellstrom,
son and daughter of a mysterious and powerful serial killer.
Yeah, but I think he's the devil. Yeah, but when I looked it up, I was like,
Damien Hellstrom.
Yeah, he's actually a Marvel. That's a Marvel book. I was like, oh shoot. Then it said his ties with the Ghost Rider. So.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna check that.
Yeah.
Stu, on some DC stuff. Did you know they're making the Flash? They're gonna make the Flash movie. Like Zack Snyder, them trash. First of all, do you like the Zack Snyder DC movie?
Let me. So it depends. Yeah, no.
I mean, as a DC fan.
I like them, but I don't like them because like I thought that I thought Justice League I thought it was okay, but I didn't like the fact that they never mentioned Darkseid.
Yeah.
In the whole thing. They never mentioned Darkseid. They never Steppenwolf. If you know, in the comics, if they're gonna do something like that, it's Darkseid that comes through with that. He'll send whatever he sends, and he'll send Steppenwolf is actually Darkseid's uncle. Yeah, like, and they never mentioned that. They never mentioned that Steppenwolf.
Oh,
yeah, that's Darkseid's uncle. You did like the new gods are really powerful. Like Steppenwolf could actually defeat like all of them by themselves, except for like Superman would probably be the hardest fight he would have. And then he had his axe is actually supposed to be it's a special axe. It's it can chop through Superman if he wanted it. Like so Superman can't take a hit from that axe. And
New Gods kind of like the Eternals, like Marvel.
No, they're like the cosmic.
They're more like the Titan, like Thanos and them.
Yeah, because you know Darkseid's always looking for the anti-life equation. And remember I was talking to you the other day.
I always thought of Darkseid like Thanos.
He is, but he's modeled after when Jack Kirby made him. Yeah, no, he's modeled after a real life person. Who's the guy that used to do Ripley's Believe It or Not? He played in you ever see City Slickers? The old guy in City Slickers, the one that said he ate bacon every day.
Ain't that the old guy in City Slickers?
Saw the movie back. I don't remember that.
Hang on, I'll look his name up. Jack Kirby modeled Darkseid's physique and everything after him. He actually wanted.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he actually wanted Darkseid to be, you know, like that's who he modeled him after. After that, I think he's supposed to.
But I was asking about the movies, because I guess they're really unhappy with the Zack Snyder, with the DC movies, because I guess, you know, critically and fan wise, like people really didn't like it. So
no, nobody did.
They're gonna use the new Flash movie. I guess it's gonna be Flashpoint.
Yes, based on Flash.
And that somehow that's gonna reset the Zack Snyder world and the new DC world that they want to make.
Oh, so.
But I don't know nothing about Flashpoint, so can you tell me, like, what is Flashpoint and why would that reset the universe?
Basically, in Flashpoint, when in the DC universe, they have speedsters, and speedsters can basically they run in something called they have something in them called the Speed Force, and they can basically manipulate the Speed Force. So, like, you have Eobard Thawne. He came from the future, but he always runs to the past, and because he hates Flash so much. In Flashpoint, Eobard kind of manipulates Flash's origin because he can't. It's very like the DC. What they're careful with is you got to be careful with what you do with the timeline. So Eobard can't make drastic changes to the timeline. He makes small changes to the timeline here and there. So he made a small change, but it had a big ripple effect on Flash's life.
Right.
But it also affected the whole Earth, and Flash never got his power. But he remembered everything because he's connected to the Speed Force. So he was still connected, but he remembered. Now, in that future, instead of Batman, Bruce Wayne being Batman, it's Thomas Wayne. And Thomas Wayne is the father of Bruce Wayne. Yeah. So Martha died. Right. Thomas lives, but he's real gangster. I mean, like, he's gangster.
Killing people.
He's killing criminals.
Right.
He ain't showing him no mercy.
Using guns.
He's alcoholic. So Flash finds him and explains to him, like, look, like, something's not right. But in that whole scheme of things, a lot of things are just wrong. Like Aquaman and Wonder Woman are having a love affair. And then Minerva finds out. Then Wonder Woman chops off Minerva's head because they got into a fight about Aquaman.
And they go to war.
Right. The Atlanteans and the Themyscirans go to war over that. And Flash basically talks Thomas Wayne into helping them recreate the experiment that gave him his power.
Yeah.
And so then he used that to run through time and put everything back the way it was. But when he did it, it just wasn't quite the way it was before.
Mm-hmm.
So he did it. He put everything back, but not exactly like it should have been.
Yeah, that animated movie was dope.
Yeah, that was real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because Superman.
Does that got anything to do? Does that got anything to do with 52 or the all new or something like that? Yeah. Is that something with DC? Is that how DC revamped their stuff?
No, the new 52 is revamped in another crisis, like back in like 08, where Darkseid again with the anti-life equation. They actually stopped it from destroying the universe, but it reset the universe through Flashpoint. So Flash had to run again, and when it reset it, it brought everybody back to life. But some people were different, and some people were the same, and some people were slightly different. Probably got 3 Jokers, and then you got the Dark Metal series and the Joker who laughs and all that. I mean the Batman who laughs. But that's how you have all of that. Yeah, because it resets the whole universe. Yeah, and even the multiverse. So with Zack Snyder, I like the Zack Snyder films, but I just wish they would stick more to the continuity of the comic. But they just don't. Sort of like the Ryan Nolan, was it Ryan Nolan, the one that did Batman?
Christopher Nolan, yeah.
Christopher Nolan, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, he messed that up because he based it in reality, and now they feel every Batman movie has to be based in reality, so it messes it up. Like we did that run, and let's move on with our lives.
Yeah.
Let's get back to something more comic book, orientated.
And what's crazy, the stories are there. Like, all the stories are there in the comics. Why keep doing the same one? You know what I mean? Just, come on, there's all fresh new stories. There's offshoots of stories. That, you know what I mean? Like you said, the backstory of, you was talking about it earlier. You was saying about, what was you talking about? We was talking about the Mandalorian. Like, Mandalorian, you know what I mean? It's offshoot of Star Wars. Like, keep redoing the Star Wars movies. You know what I mean? Do different offshoots. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Djaytiger? A lot of people keep asking for the Old Republic. They want them to make,
That's all I want.
Yeah, everybody keeps real Star. Yeah, that's real Star. Reno's a real Star Wars fan. They want the Old Republic. Everybody keeps asking, just do Old Republic movies.
So there's a movie about just the Old Republic.
Yeah,
that's everything that happens. Because everything that takes place in that time, like, it's so much dope.
Yeah,
I think,
like how they came to power and everything.
Yeah, like it takes place 3,000 years before the original Star Wars movie. Or,
okay.
Prequel or whatever, before Anakin.
Yeah,
it's like 3,000 years before actually the Battle of Yavin is actually when they blew up the Death Star.
Yeah,
the first one.
Yeah, they didn't just show up, like they've been around.
Yeah, like right. Oh yeah, the Jedi, man. They said Jedi go back like 20,000 years before the Old Republic. Like they go back to and a matter of fact, they did have. It's funny. The first lightsabers actually had a cord.
They had a cord.
They went to a battery pack.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
Serena was like, my costume was authentic then.
Yeah, it was authentic. Yeah, he had authentic lightsaber from the Old Republic.
There.
Metro said basically the Old Republic are the Nazis.
No, this is before the Old Republic. Now the Old Republic got real lightsabers, but like the original, really the first lightsaber, they were powered by the dark side, so they had no electricity and none of that. They just had the crystal inside, and you had to like feel the dark side to use them.
So to power it, yeah.
Then they created the joints that got the battery pack on your hip and the cord to it.
Yeah.
And
that's corny. You dude just cut your cord and then you done.
Yeah.
They all had cords.
You gotta find a gun.
Yeah.
Well, they had, the Sith had their own planet. They had their own planet also.
Yeah.
Yeah, they traveled in groups. Like they actually had an accord where they kind of made peace with the Jedi, and they were only allowed to travel in groups of 2. Master and apprentice. And before that, it was groups of 3. But before that, they just traveled in however they wanted. It would be like 20 of them run up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, originally, the Sith Empire was huge. They had armies. And like the Sith Lords would like run whole armies. They had a planet like that. It was thousands. And then this one Sith that was trained named Bane, Darth Bane. He it's a trilogy they wrote about him, and it's fire. It's their novel, and Bane came up and he decided that all these Sith, like, they needed to just eliminate everybody and just have 2 Siths, a master and an apprentice to want what the master had. And that apprentice will always one day kill that master when he gets to the point to be able to, and then he'll take on an apprentice. And that's called the rule of 2. And Bane started the rule of 2, and he did something called a thought bomb, where he, mentally with the dark side, like, just killed everybody from a remote location with his mind.
Oh shoot!
And he
like Bane Super Xavier.
Bane was nasty. Bane was the first, emperor, like the first master Sith that there was. And he changed everything. But the Old Republic, there's Sith temples and like it's crazy. Like ancient ruins and artifact. Like it's so much like mythology to it. Like it's so much more of a rich, story than what these new movies were. What they've been doing in these movies. That's why we really want to see that Old Republic. There's so much more to it. I mean? So much more to it.
Yeah. Well, when it's the people that ain't like, directly a Star Wars, like real fans that are making this movie, they just doing it for the cash cow. They're not trying to make it deep, and that's the problem after George Lucas really didn't have, no more control anymore. You know what I mean? It just can just to make money. So they don't even care like what the real fans want. That's why Marvel Studios has control over their shit again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they can make it, and they correlate it with the books as the books are going. I saw a clip where it said that and I already thought this. The Eternals movies that's coming out. Apocalypse is an Eternal, so it'd be perfect for them to just incorporate him into that. It makes sense. So.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they're gonna do. I think we should see the Apocalypse.
Huh?
I can never get down with the Eternals, man. I'll try.
Yeah, no. In the comics, nah. I don't know why they.
Yeah, I never
was.
The Eternals. Yeah, they show up in another comic, but I never was like, oh, the Eternals. I just think they might do what they did with Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I wasn't reading a book about raccoon, with a gun.
Guardians, the same thing. I didn't. Yeah, wasn't nobody checking for Guardians in the comics.
So hopefully they'll do the same.
Guardians movies are some of the best of the Marvel movies. Like,
they are. Yeah,
that was crazy. That was like a sleeper. That was like a sleeper. You know what I mean? Like,
and it became a monster hit.
Comics that weren't hot, and they made a movie out of it. So I think they're looking for a thing with the Eternals. But the real deal with that Eternal stuff. Remember how I spoke about like these social justice warriors kind of taking over the comics and the hip hop world and stuff? The Eternals is some LGBTQ stuff. Like it's a gay one. You know what I'm saying? Like
when you were talking about that,
it's on. That's why they're doing the Eternals.
Well, like I said, if they make it about what they're supposed to be and not who they sleeping with, then cool. Like don't try to force it to put that so it's an agenda. Just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Adding it where it don't make sense to do it.
Like when they did that Warriors comic.
Why do they always have to listen, man, I love everybody. But why do we just have to incorporate that into, like, if you ever watched the last Star Trek movie, they just showed it on Into Darkness. They just showed it on CBS the other night. And they were, the Commander Sulu is the real guy that plays him. He's gay. He's always been
in real life. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, real life.
Yeah, he's super gay.
Right. So they made his character in Star Trek in the Darkness. You see him walk off with the man and a baby, and they're hugging. So they put, the director was saying he did a shout out, to him, and he's gay, but the guy that played, I forget his name, Takati or whatever, he was just like, look, there's no place for that in Star Trek. He was like, that was never a thing. Like in Star Trek, you were either man or woman.
There's no sex.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's not a sex. There's no sex. Yeah.
Yeah, he said the character that I played was never gay. I never played a gay character.
Yeah.
And he tried to clean it up and was saying, oh, we're just trying to pay homage to you. And he was like, there's never no place for that in Star Trek.
Wow. And he's gay and he's saying it.
And he was saying it.
Yeah, because he sees that they're just trying to push something, just trying not to just let it be just regular. Like,
it's on some super left-wing liberal stuff. Like, they not really a part of the culture, but they want to do all this for this culture, and the culture's like, nah. Like, we ain't rocking like that. So, but yeah, all that extra putting it in where it don't make sense. Like, why are we talking about that? Like, why do we care who they have sex with?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's like
even when they do movies, me and my lady was talking about this. We were watching, I forgot what movie it was, and we were like, she was like, yo, I hope they don't turn this into a romance. Now, it wasn't gay, it was a couple. Like, the movie didn't have nothing to do with them, getting together and sleeping together. But she, like, called it, she was like, I hope they don't try to make this into a romance, because it was like some killer movie or something. And it was like, they just had to, put that in. It's like, yo, come on, man. You're just trying to steer the movie away from what the movie's supposed to be about, just to appease people. Like, Don't do that. Don't do that.
Look, hey, listen, George Takei said it best. There's no place. He was like, there's no place for that in Star Trek. And, he was like, the character was never gay. And he was like, why would you make him gay when he was never gay? In the whole original series, the movie, it never came up. But they're even asking that question now with the Mandalorian. I was reading an article Monday morning, and they were saying, where's the LGBTQ representation in Mandalorian? Yeah, that's the straight representation. I scratched my head and I was just like, well, why do we do it?
And to be clear, look, I have no problem. I got no problem with gay people or
me either.
None.
And I saw one black dude.
That was gay, like, it's cool, like.
And I saw one black dude in the crowd on the Mandalorian. I didn't be like, yo, there's only one black dude. You know what I said? I said, oh shit, he gonna get killed. That's what I said. I made a joke about it. Because the black dude always getting killed. I was like, yo, there's one black dude in the Mandalorian. But I didn't be like, yo, how come they ain't got no black dudes in there, man? Yo, they should have some dudes over there playing CeeLo. They should have somebody with a radio. Like, that'd be corny if they did that.
Right.
That'd be corny if they did that. Like, just stop.
Yeah.
Word. Kareem said, and he did get killed. See? See? Now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call up Disney like, yo, you killed the only black dude in the movie, yo. Like, the guy that wasn't even a starter, it was an extra. You know what I mean? Like, come on. People act too sensitive.
What about your boy though, Carl Weathers?
Who? Apollo Creed?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
He didn't die, right?
No. I was just talking about the new episode when he went to the town. There was only one black dude in the town. I was just making a joke about that, but his lips was chapped and everything.
Star Wars always like,
yo, Kareem's stupid. Oh man.
He had a store where he was selling incense. He had the incense store.
Yeah, see? Selling Lucy's.
He was selling mixtapes and incense.
Oh shoot.
Away. Yeah.
Yo, y'all, this is another dope episode, man. I appreciate y'all. Comic 6 Element of Hip Hop. You can check out the channel on YouTube. Shout out to Reno, always putting in that content. Content. Shout out to my man right here, always putting in content. Two weeks in a row, right, bro? You been with us?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, Stu Dog. So anytime, bro, you come in.
Hey, listen, man, y'all invite me. I'll be here next week, man.
No doubt.
I break out my milestone comics, man. Break those out.
Word.
Okay. So maybe we'll do an episode on that, on Milestone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Milestone is dope. Like I
Word.
said, anybody out there, DC digitized the whole catalog. Check them out if you can.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm gonna check that out.
Word. So yeah, next Monday at 6:30, come back for the Milestone episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also check them out while you're listening to Fullblast Radio.
No doubt.
Always.
Word up. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Check us next time. Comics and Hip Hop. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to be doing my weekly ranting on them trash ass Jets tomorrow on the sports show. So check me out tomorrow. Word.
I'm going to have a front row seat with my popcorn.
Word. Peace, y'all.
All right, dude.
All right.